Hello again, I'm Nathan, you're watching WasntMyFault. Welcome back to Vampyr. As you remember, last time I updated some of my skills, and that's started investigating Darius Petrescu, whose house I could not get into, which is kind of frustrating. Anything around here I can pick up? Ooh, what's in here? Small bottle cigarette case. I'm getting lots of cigarette cases and all. See what I can recycle and reuse and stuff. I got a few serums and stuff. I got a few of those. Right. Recyclable. Let's recycle everything. This should help me make some cures, because I do need to start curing the people. Can't I just recycle all? Be much easier. Cool. So, I don't think I can update my weapons anytime soon. I need a few more bits and pieces. Ooh, I can. Increase damage dealt. Upgrade. Upgrade. Ooh, what's that? Level 3? Common handle parts, lead plate. Oh, not too small, so that's cool. So that does a bit more. Alright, we'll do with that. Alright. Can I make anything else? Can't make any more of those. Ooh. Treatment for cold. Bronchitis I can't. Oh, I can do cold and what's that? Sepsis. I can't do that. More cold? And no more of that. I can do fatigue and anemia. Anemia is good. Right. That's all I can do. So I've got a few cures as well. That might be useful. Alright. Oh, there's another. Grab that. Ooh. Anything else I've missed around here? No, I don't think so. I think I've been all around here before, but I don't think I've been out the door. So, let's try. Ah! Wrong button. I meant to do that. Idiot. Drinky, drinky. Die. That's a few more bits and pieces. Ooh, over here. There's a collectible, blood and addiction collectible, which I've not really looked at yet. Let's start this. Kill myself. Right. Can't do that for a bit. I keep forgetting about all my skills. Just getting used to it all. First tartrate. Cool. More items for crafting. That's what I need. Small bottle cigarette case. Nothing in there. Oh, I guess I'm going to a different section. Well, I need to find a way to get to that guy's house. That's good, so if I pick up ammo, it'll be stored in my stash or I can't carry it. That's useful, don't know how it works, but he's a vampire, he can do special stuff, I suppose. Come on, come on, come on. Right, anything around here of use? Not trouble. Right, serious. Any of there. Oh, money. Oh. They look like hunters to me. I don't want to go down there. Damn it. Back out. Maybe I'm going to have to kill him. blood first. Damn, couldn't bite him again. That's what I was hoping to do. More papers and stuff and shillings, cool. Still picking up all the stuff. Okay, that's where I just came from. That's boring. I can hear some skulls. I'm sure I can. Serious. I have to do something. Cure some people. Do something nice for people. But what? Okay, I've been here. I remember this place. Come on. Gotta be a way to get to where I need to be. No way around. No. Oh, that's just one, but she's boring. Gotta be a way around, or do I have to? I'll check my information again in a minute.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your
him.
problems. As long
Good
as you
evening,
have the
Bent.
money.
Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
Migraine. Damn, I need a treatment for not migraine.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir.
Alright, so I need to
Goodbye.
cure his migraine. So I need to get ingredients for that.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
You look ill, Miss Swanborough. I wonder if your concoction will do the trick.
I'm perfectly fine thanks to my miraculous elixir. You, on the other hand, look pale and tired, Doctor.
She's healthy.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Yeah.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems.
No, I don't want to do that.
Money.
See, I'm forgetting the controls.
Nobody at home.
Can't enter, the house is empty. So where did he go? So I don't get, where did he go? I can't even get up there.
I cannot enter.
Gotta be a way to get to the other side of his house or something.
Better go home, sir. Are you bloody stupid?
Yep, I am. Couldn't even bleed him. Boring. Going down here. I hope I can find somewhere else to go from here. No. Box of pills might be useful. I've got to investigate, but I can't find a way around him. Why does it look like a scarecrow? Why's his arms out like that? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to stay there then. That's fine. Right. Why can't I just like phase through stuff and then just go and end up on the other side or something? Ah, wrong button. See, it won't let me do my phase thing. This is starting to annoy me now because I don't know where to go. That's that. That's where I need to go blackmail, but I can't find anywhere to go. Alright. Right now too, alright. Succeeded. Succeeded. Alright, I can't do that because I can't figure out where to go. People. Yeah, treatment for migraine. Unknown. What does he need? Bronchitis, I don't have that yet. He's okay, blood quality. They're not ill. What does he need? Fatigue. Alright, so I do that, I can get a few things. So he's back. Where the hell is he? The docks. What does he need? So he only needs headache. I don't have headache stuff yet. Right. Okay, so juice oil, supper in the cemetery. Right, I've tried looking for Lewis's box. Right, I've done that. But I need migraine and something I don't know. So I need to find the trinket some more, Lewis's box. So that's where I need to go. Right, so let's go back to the map. If I how do I marker? Right, that's marker here, sorry. No, place marker X. Right. Okay. So that's where I've got to go. Alright, let's try that again, because I went there and I didn't find it. And I think that'll be a good start.
Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind. Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe?
Right. Let's go back this way. Oh. Yeah, that's great. How many of them are there? 2. That's removing all my fatigue. I don't want to do that. Alright. So difficult sometimes to figure out where you're going in this. I desperately need to drink something. At least I'm out of them, anyway. Jesus Christ. That's a pain in the ass. Ah, him again. I don't have any blood. Oh, he saw me. Drink his blood. Come on. I want to bite him. That's it. So difficult to get that working. Get off. No, you can't bite me. Come on. God for that. More blood samples. I have to go back at some point and analyse all this blood. The fighting is really doing my nutting at the moment. Right, so it should be here. There should be a box of trinkets here somewhere. I don't know where. It says I'm in the right place and I've been through here. Is it up here? I didn't go up here before.
This could be the box.
That's it.
Lewis thought he lost.
God's sake, I came here before.
There's a letter inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want to play with them. I just want to get back Lewis. Right, Lewis. Come on. Let's complete this quest like I should have done before, but I didn't notice I could go upstairs. I'm always missing the up.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind. God.
You again? What do you want this time?
Wrong one.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Well, guy next I want to speak to. That's it.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Do you need help, sir?
I only need you to purchase something from my shop, sir.
Okay, personal questions.
What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems so fragile. Not like his father at all.
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of his time complaining. He's had it tough, all right, but he needs to grow a pair.
What troubles him exactly?
But despite being his father's son, almost everything, I think. He never wanted to come to Whitechapel in the first place. Hates this place more than most of us.
But I thought it was him that... It's locked, so what's this locked hint? Damn it, why is it not helping me? Because I've got... Right. I've retrieved the box, so now what? Do I have to...
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Alright, that's not helping at all. Alright, that's... I thought I just did retrieve the box. Serums and stuff and treatments and junk. Review. There's no easy way to say it. Gonna be blunt, you can't keep on like this. At least I can't keep on like this. Joe ever finds out about us, about his wife and his best friend, it will crush him. And then he will kill you. We've got some good time together, but let's face it, I'm never going to be your Jane Lewis. You know it and I know it too, so I'm ending this. Right here, right now. If you agree with my decision, I'm sure we'll find a way to be happy again. You, Joe, and me in time. Then the most important part of our story will have been preserved. Till that day, I wish you'd forgive me. Goodbye for now. Jane Peterson. Oh, that's why. I should read all these, but I really don't want to.
A love letter from Joe Peterson's wife, addressed to Barrett Lewis. Who should I give it to, I wonder?
Let's do it the nice way. It's the best way. Because otherwise you're going to get murdered. Ah, lovely coffee.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You
Nope.
never lose your focus.
Again. Does this belong to you?
I found this box in an abandoned building nearby. I believe it belongs to you.
Let's have a look. Yeah, this is mine. So, you faced those loons that roam around there. Extraordinary.
I suppose I was lucky.
Luck
Very.
is a commodity round here. Yours should be properly rewarded.
About this package, it's not just tools and trinkets, is it?
I want to be rude or anything after your kind gesture, but it's none of your business.
Anything else I can ask?
Barrett, you had an affair with Joe's wife, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. She's the only woman I loved. My first regret is that she stayed with Joe after Harry was born. The second is I never shed a tear when she died.
Do you mean you're Harry's father?
No one will ever know for sure. And it's better that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't believe I'd have been all that bad as a dad.
Did you ever
Yeah,
try
right.
talking to Joe?
Never. But I suspected he knew everything, even without knowing it. And he decided to make me pay in his own way.
Anything else? No.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
I know it's hard to believe, but this district has always been
Investigation
wretched.
succeeded.
Don't let your guard down, sir.
Right, now does that unlock anything else? If I have a look at people. Oh, that's done. So you can do one or the other. Hmm. Right, that's done. Chief Samuel, the disciple in the cemetery. And can I talk to him about anything now I know what's going on?
You again? What do you want this time?
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think. Our house is small but affordable. The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My sweet Jane. She gave the boy confidence.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
Mm-hmm.
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
The name is Colossus Joe. I don't get sick.
Fair enough.
Goodbye,
goodbye.
Mr. Peterson.
Alright, let's go this way instead then. Check the map a moment. All the way over there. It's quite a way off, but I think I need to start doing that because I cannot get anywhere with this. I can't investigate his actions. So I'm going to have to do something else first. Alright, so let's go that way then. Let's erase this marker. I'll head straight for there then. Right, let's get a bit more healthy. one more should do it. I don't want to suddenly get murdered, do I, by something or someone. Anything of interest around? No. I'm not looking very well, am I? Let's be honest. The nights appear long. Alright, they're downstairs. I don't have to worry about them. I already killed the ones up here. I'm sure I'll find some more of them. Damn it. More of them. Get away without fighting would be an achievement. Get off! Don't like the silence, I bet you don't. Alright, where are they? So still that way I gotta go, but I gotta get past them. And then I gotta get over that river, back to my hideout. The wrong way. Do I have to go this way a bit more? Let's check the map again. Alright, I need to go there. And across this river! Excellent! Let's go back to the chapel. I mean, not chapel, the hospital is what I meant. Alright, hospital's fine. This is the right way. Okay, this way then to the graveyard. District. Serious. I need to start doing a lot more cures. Ooh!
I have this thirst for blood.
Okay, I was pretty much stepping on it then.
This is despicable.
No, it's not. It's better than killing people. We're going to do this all nicey nice. Ooh, who's that? She's dead. Alright. Get some shillings. Aluminium shard.
Back in the grind!
Really? Can't go down here, damn it. Damn it. No, I don't. Too many guns. I'm gonna get killed. Ah, god damn it. Don't know where I'm going. This is not helping me. I'm not powerful enough. Pembroke Hospital. I'm gonna go back up to my rooms and make some more cures. This is not helping me too much at the moment. Here's my rooms. Down this way now. I'm just not powerful enough. Do I kill people? Do I not? That's the question. Alright. It's a hard choice. I need to get more powerful. Wasted all that blood. I'm not even closing doors behind me. Look at that. Right.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
So water it then you get. Right. That's a little bit about vampires. I really can't be bothered to read all of that right now. Right, where else do I do stuff? Let's help do more than just that. I thought I could investigate some more blood and stuff here. Maybe I can't. But all I can do then is just the workbench. Okay, workbench then it is. Nothing to analyse. Great. Sepsis I can't do. Pneumonia. Cold. Damn it. Right, what have I got? Right. Recycle. Recycle. Yes! Body controls. More blood stuff. Can't do pneumonia. Can't do bronchitis, only potassium permanganate. Loads of it. I've only got a little bit. I've got some treatments for cold and fatigue. Anemia. But I haven't got all the ones I need. Frustrating. One shotgun shell. Not great. Can I update any of my skills while I'm here quickly? 440, not a lot. 300. Can I do something with that? No, I can't. Damn it! Can't increase any of that. That's only the first jump's 300, no I can't. Damn. Oh, bite. That's better. Okay. It's a start. No, I need to... Alright, confirm. I do need to get a lot more blood experience. I'm not getting enough. Yeah, the following night. How do I get to... I need to be... stable. It's not looking good. Stable. No, I need to hurry up. See, I don't know anything about this unknown district. Because they're all too powerful there. It's no good. What's going on about her? Right, what do I do? Cure treatment for bronchitis, treatment for migraine. Another Palmer, unknown. Damn it, I haven't got a treatment for migraine. How do I get the treatment? So all these I have apart from him who needs a treatment for headache. I don't have headache treatments yet. Okay, there's got to be another side quest I can do or something. Maybe go see Swansea. Swansea around.
It's locked, all right.
Tippett's is locked. Anyone you want to talk to? Ooh, use hacksaw. More stuff. Anything else I can steely? Codeine. Decoding to headaches and stuff. So why can't I use that to make something for headaches? What's that door? Can't use that door. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, he's not here. That's a shame. Can I steal his stuff? Like a bad little vampire. No. Oh, there he is.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
Yeah.
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away.
I'm at your service, Doctor.
Maybe this is what I should have done before.
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe, was he a vampire?
He was a Skald, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
How do Skulls come into existence?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a Skull?
A Skull is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires... Now, vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings, and the penny dreadfuls. They do
Penny
not scratch the
dreadfuls.
surface of the truth you now find yourself
Varney
in.
the vampire.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
The sun. The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Oh, really?
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
Yeah.
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Where do we stand today?
Well, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
What do you expect of me?
Okay.
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
Okay.
I have met Lady Ashbury.
She's a fascinating woman, wouldn't you agree?
Indeed.
Is she the true reason you recruited me? To work on her condition and addiction for blood. A part of me is thinking I've been played.
Lady Ashbury is a cherished friend of mine. I would not betray her secrets without her consent. Come to the rescue of a damsel in distress. I ask nothing more.
Yeah.
The matter of Lady Ashbury's blackmailer.
I know too much about this matter already. I'm confident in trusting the interests and reputation of both the hospital and Our Lady into your able hands.
Oh, can you tell me something I could use?
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
Damn, I was hoping you could have given me some more information. Kind of frustrating.
It's locked.
Okay. Let's have a look. What's upstairs? Okay. Definitely can't go upstairs. So downstairs, maybe I need to go into the ward a little bit more. Or... Right, first titrate. First tartrate. I'm getting lots of first tartrate. I think I've been everywhere here. I'll go downstairs then. Alright, back downstairs. And see if I can get... I need to get a headache cure. Right, where's the way down? There it is. Could have gone the other way as well, I suppose. Never mind. Codeine. Codeine. Small bottle. I'm going to go outside, but I don't want to yet. I want to investigate this hospital a little bit more, because I think I haven't really looked around here that much. I should have done. And investigate some of the nurses and stuff as well. Oh, that's the way back out. Don't go out yet. Who are you?
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Yeah.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under
Drugs don't work.
the scars. If you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about.
Tibbets.
Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Okay.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
How much I can do for the pain? Is it going to tell me what the problem is? No, it's not. Don't know much about him. See, nothing. So who's that? Oh, he's an easy one to take if I wanted
Goodbye
to.
for now,
But
Mr. Elwood.
see if I can help him first.
Damn. The pain.
What is this?
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sorry, I must apologize for my behavior.
What
I
do you
forgot
mean?
about him.
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Someone's not happy.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Okay, what does he live in? Well, he's a priest.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Don't try that with me.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
How do you
How
feel?
do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually.
Fatigue. Can I use it?
Drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
Hawcroft?
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Despair?
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
Fair enough. Situation in the
What is
docks.
the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers Trade Union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Where's
Who
the leader?
leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the
Edwina.
assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Oof.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Fair enough.
Goodbye,
Goodbye.
Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
I guess I'll speak to her again. Will it let me? Oh, she don't want to talk to me? Oh well, bugger off then.
Someone's poached my blanket. Oh, the cold will be my death.
Where else can I go? Oh.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm fine, really. I just need to sleep.
Goodbye.
Okay, she seems fine. Who's this?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown.
Since she looked a bit odd.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal...
What are you?
What are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Really?
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
Yeah, please.
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Okay.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am.
Who wants help?
It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Sad and petty mortal. You
New
can't
hint.
even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
I hope so, dressed like that.
To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
Come on.
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am.
There's more hints. I
What
don't
feel
want
within
to ask the
this
same questions
hollow
again.
shell of flesh.
That's not that. Back. Right, personal questions. I said there was new hints.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
Oh, loads.
I'll leave you, Mistress
Okay.
of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Oh, I
Good evening,
spoke
Dr.
to her
Reed.
just now. Okay, back.
Goodbye. Nurse
Goodbye.
Hawkins.
Who else can I talk to around here? Oh, more boxes. So one more stuff. Can I talk to you? Steal stuff? No. Who's in you? Can't speak to you. Can't speak to you. Oh,
Circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
who's this now?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed, yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd.
Waverly
Welcome
Ackroyd?
aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Dabblers? Seriously?
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Aren't you too old for such jealousy? It really won't do you any good, you know.
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed. A simple glance is enough for me to know you have nothing for me to envy.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
Tippets.
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
New hint available.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon, and it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative, it is a question of integrity.
You don't like me,
These
do you?
men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reed.
There's nothing else to say. No. No.
Thank you
Goodbye,
for your
then.
time. We'll talk later.
I'm sure we will, matey boy. I'll quickly talk to everyone and then end.
I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Anything else? No. Okay, I need hints.
Goodbye for
from
now,
that.
Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Yeah, who's this?
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow, he don't want to tell me anything, does he?
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Mm-hmm.
Please could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
Oh, yeah.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Smart boy.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
No, you're not.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Cool. Investigation. See what I should have done before. So, oh no. About your blood transfusion technique.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me a story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own
happened?
negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Very true. That's all I can do.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Okay. So I've got a few more things I can do. Oh, there's the box I've not opened. Open that.
How long must I wait, damn it? Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir. How long's it going to take to fix me?
Now let's find out.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
No. Come on, must be something. Alright.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Okay. Anything else? No. Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Right, so I've got some more investigations I can do, which is cool. There's more people I can talk to. Right, let's get back upstairs because time is getting on. I need to end for now. But I am at last getting somewhere. I've got some more investigations that I can do so I can level up a little bit. Or I'm just going to get murdered all the time by the vampire hunters, which is not a good situation. Because I'm trying to avoid killing people at the moment to level up. So I don't have a lot of experience available. So there's no point in me trying to level up any of my skills right now. I just want to save it, really. Where's bed? Alright, over here and just save for the night. Alright. And I can just save it there and sleep for the day. So anyway, it's getting a bit slow in places, but now I've got some investigations and I won't keep getting killed by all the vampire hunters if I go a different way. Because I think I can't quite get to the cemetery yet. There's too many of them. So let's see what happens next time. Thanks all for watching. Please hit the like button and come to me next time. Hopefully I'll be doing this a bit more often. Bye bye for now.